There's
no
all
one
stories like
John.
that. There's another great story that I love in here, and a great letter from him, but Frank Sinatra, who I'm a giant fan of Frank Sinatra.
I was honored to call him a friend. I did the last television interview with him. He wrote me a letter, which we reprinted in the book.
But you were trying to have him on your... It's very hard to get
Well, I'll tell you how
guests like that.
Jackie Gleason was kind of like my mentor. He came down to Miami Beach. I had started in Miami Beach. I was like 27 years old. I came down on the train when Jackie took the train from New York to Miami. It was a great trip, and I emceed the dinner welcoming him, and we became friends. He used to call my radio show, come on my television show. And one night we were at his house, and he would get these things in his mind. He said, "What's impossible? What's impossible in your profession as a talk show host?" And I said, "Okay, Frank Sinatra to come on my local radio show for 3 hours." He says, "You got him."
Really?
I got him. When? He says, "When does he work? When does he not work?" He was at the Fontainebleau Hotel. I said, "He's off Monday nights." He says, "Okay, pal, you got him." I said, "You sure?" "Pal, you got him." So I go on the air that night. No, there's a local radio show. I said, "Monday night, Frank Sinatra will be here." People are calling in.
You go,
"Come on, you're kidding."
Larry King has lost his mind. Yeah.
He's the biggest star in the world, right? Now the station management calls me in. "Are you sure? Because we've called the Fontainebleau. He ain't returning any calls. We're taking a big ad in the paper." I said, "Jackie said he's coming." Now it's the Monday night. Nobody went home. The secretary stayed all day. I'm on at 9 o'clock. At 5 to 9, the limo pulls up. Out steps Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra with his PR guy, Jim Mahoney. They walk up the stairs. Sinatra says, "Who's Larry King?" Me. He says, "Okay, let's go." Jim Mahoney whispers to me, "I don't know how you got him." Says, "He pays me money not to do this."
Yeah.
We go into the studio, and I decided something. You know, I learned something in broadcasting. Never lie. When you're on the air, so you could have done one of those phony things. "My old friend Frank Sinatra, my pal."
Yeah.
I said, "Good evening. Welcome to another edition of the Larry King Show. My guest is Frank Sinatra. Why are you here?" "Why are you here?" And he said, I can still remember. He said, 4 or 5 years ago, I was working at Ben Maxick's Town and Country Club, nightclub in New York, and I had laryngitis. It was closing night. I couldn't sing. And I called Jackie up, and Jackie had the hottest show on television. I said, "Would you come over and do a show? We got a whole crowd here. I can't make good. I can't sing." Jackie came over. He did an hour.
Is that right?
I walk him out to his limo. I lean in. I said, "Jackie, thanks. I owe you one. I owe you one." I get to Miami. I check into the hotel. There's a message called Jackie Gleason. I call Jackie. Answer the phone. "Hello?" I said, "Jackie, it's Frank." And Jackie said, "This is the one."
Is that right?
So
And he did it.
Paid
So he
a debt. Now, end of the story. Frank says to me at the end of the show, he says, "Thanks, kid. I didn't think I would do this." I had a great 3 hours he did.
That's amazing.
He says, "You want to come see me?" Yeah, he says, "Oh, okay, when are you off?" I says, "Friday." "Friday night, you got it, pal. You're ringside. Bring a date." Whoa. Now, I got a list of girls. I know that whoever I call, "Want to go see Frank Sinatra?"
You got it. Yeah.
It's going to be a good night for the kid. So I invited one of the girls, very nice girl, and we're going to see Frank Sinatra. Now, remember, I'm poor. We're not making a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm doing
Local
a little
radio?
rinky-dink radio. So I got $20 to my name. So I parcel it out. Let's see. He's picking up the check. $15 for the tip, $5 to get the car. Okay, $20, and I don't get paid till Monday. But I'll survive. So now, in the middle of the show, Frank comes out. He used to do this in the middle of every show, and he talked to the audience. He had a little tea, and he talked to the audience. And in the middle, we're having dessert. In the middle, he says, "Oh, by the way, last night, a couple nights ago, I did a radio show with this kid, Larry King. He's really good. And he's here tonight. Larry, take a bow." And I was eating Cherry's Jubilee, which is ice cream with cherries all over it.
Yeah.
I stand up, hit the table, ching. The cherries fall all over me. The cherries are dripping down my face. The ice cream's going down my suit. Everybody's there. The band collapses, right? Sinatra's laughing. No, I wipe it all off. I tip the waiter that we're driving home. I have no money. And this girl says, "Want to come over?" Yeah. Then she says, "Why don't we stop and get some coffee? I don't have any in the house." I pull into the Royal Castle.
You got no money.
I got no money.
Oh, boy.
I run into Royal Castle. I come
steal
back
the
out.
coffee.
I said, They can't change a $100 bill.
There you go. And you had a good night?
Good night.
You had a good night, yeah. After the break, Larry King and I are going to be doing some fun stuff. Come on back.